Well, hello Libra. How are you doing this day? I am here to do your May 2020 general reading. Let's do a little energy clearing here of clear up the vibes. And let's do a little heart clearing. Clear up the vibes. Let's see. Is this still lit? Yep. Got some really nice Indian incense going. Just having a Zen situation going on here. And getting ready to see what we need to hear for our lovely, amazing Libras. So, let's get these cards shuffled up really well. I wanted to remind you that this is a general reading. That means that I am reading for a whole bunch of Libras, and so the reading may not resonate with everyone. That would be normal. But I'm setting the intention that whoever's watching it, that they get a message. And you can also set the intention that you receive some guidance, some messages that will help you, and that will help you to receive messages. But take what resonates, and what doesn't resonate, it's not for you, no worries. Just let those parts go. Let's see what comes through. It's, May, so far I have done I don't know how many, I think six readings for six of the astrological signs, and it's been very interesting. But the last three I've done were, well, they've all been good, and very, very detailed and very telling. But I feel like so far out of the 6 readings that I've done, that May is a really good month. I know that what's going on and in our society, on our earth plane, there's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of scary things. It all depends on what you're focusing on. But I want you to know that you still have a destiny. You have a reason to be here. So don't waste your time just putting your mind on things that are just going to distract you from your own path, from what you need to be doing for yourself to better your own life. And know that you have a life. You are here for a reason. You are here to fulfill your own destiny. So if you don't get distracted in all the other stuff around you, you're going to have more time, more energy, a more positive outlook on your own life. And that's really what's going to help you most in these very trying times. So let's see what we can get for Libra. And take a nice deep breath. And let's get into this. Okay, let's get a couple cards just to start before we put down the main spread. We'll start with a few cards that want to come out and give us, a little bit of a heads up. Whoa, okay, those just flew out. Well, there's our cards. Let's see what they say. Wow, powerful. We have the Hierophant, and that's a major arcana. We have the Hermit, another major arcana. And we have the Queen of Rods, which is a court card, which is, all 3 of these are power cards, really. So let me see what we have here. So what I'm hearing with the Hierophant, okay, he is someone who is looked up to, that has, he will guide, he will witness. He often is associated with marriage, but I'm getting for this is that it is important for you to look up to somebody that has more knowledge than you. It could even be being more connected with your higher power, looking up to some sort of wisdom and knowledge that's going to help you right now. And so the cool thing about that is it's followed by the Hierophant. Now you saw when I was shuffling, these three cards just flew out together. So they're in on this together. So you have the Hermit, and the Hermit is a guide. The Hermit will light the path for you. So what I'm really getting so far with these two cards is seek for higher wisdom and knowledge. And so that might be a teacher that holds higher knowledge and wisdom, or it might simply mean tapping into the energy of your higher power, source, God, creator, whatever you consider to be your higher power, for wisdom and knowledge and guidance. But it could be a very wise teacher or teachings, wise teachings. Maybe it's a sacred text of some sort. But for you to start seeking out this higher knowledge, the interesting thing is we have the Queen of Rods here. And the rods can have a lot to do with creativity and passion, but also spiritual growth. So a queen is a court card. So she has knowledge, she has wisdom, she has mastered her ability in the areas of her specialty, which is passion, coming from a place of passion, inspiration, spiritual growth. It can also be creativity. So it's really important for you. So far, what I'm getting is to seek higher guidance, whether it's from a teacher or your higher power or some sacred spiritual text, something like that to help you guide your way. I feel like this, from what these cards are saying, this is going to be a month of you to increase your spiritual growth and understanding and get into your wisdom, which is really wonderful because, as you know, it's been a time where people are spreading all kinds of crazy stuff out there. So if you are focusing on wisdom and knowledge and higher learning and connection to your higher power, that is where you're going to do way better than like feeding into the fear frenzy and all the crazy stuff that's going on out there. This will keep you advancing on your own path, and this is what you are being guided to do, is to advance on your path with the help of a higher level teacher, guide, spiritual text, higher power, whichever of those things feel right to you. So that's a really powerful way to start this session. And we're gonna just put these aside and see what comes through in your spread now. That feels pretty awesome. The energy feels very solid for you, Libra, which I'm sure would make you feel very happy and comfortable, because Libra's always trying to balance things out, always trying to find the balance in things. If you don't feel balanced, you feel very uncomfortable. So this is a way to get some solid energy, some solid knowledge, some solid guidance to help you forward, which will keep you on even footing and would really be something to help you feel good about and, learn more about yourself and about higher teachings, which is just really awesome. So let me just give this one more shuffle and we'll get a spread coming out of here. Let's see what happens for Libra, May 2020. What's really going to help Libra for May 2020? The first card out is the Page of Cups. So a messenger, a message is coming in. And there's that cup with the fish in it. So something's coming in and you are going to be receiving something. You are going to get a message about you receiving something. So, the more you can stay in this higher, tapping into the higher knowledge and wisdom, the better that message could be that comes in. Cups has to do with, well, receiving, number one, but also it's emotion. It comes from a place of emotion. There could be love, using your intuition. I just really feel like you need to be tapped more into your intuition, your spiritual truths and things like that. So let's see what happens as we continue on here. So crossing the page is the Four of Swords. So it feels like you've been waiting. Like, it feels like you've been waiting. What I'm hearing is like you've had a forced break. You've been forced to stop, to slow down, to just stop, and that this whatever's coming in is what you've been waiting for. But I'm getting you don't know what you've been waiting for, that you have been stopped, but you forced stop. I keep hearing forced stop. So it probably has to do with this whole thing that's going on with the virus, but you haven't known what is next. And it's like you're waiting to know, but you really haven't done much to have something come in. So you don't know what that is that's coming in. Let's keep going. This card just flies out. Okay, Nine of Swords. So at the base of the matter, it's something you've been worried. This is, waking up in the middle of the night being worried, having worry in your life. So it's been like you feel stuck. Not stuck, but stopped and stuck, and things are stopped, and it feels very uncomfortable for you. You know why? Because you're a Libra. Libras always are looking for the balance, and when things just stop, that's actually not feeling comfortable. You need to have, even if you think about scales, how they move up and down, yeah, they might stop and be at a balance, but it's always a movement, a dance of balance. So when things just stop, that feels really uncomfortable. Let me just put out the rest of the cards and see what we're getting here. And then I'm going to go into it. What is happening for our Libras? Okay, I like to look for patterns when I place the cards. And the reason why, I was going to just read them one by one as they came out, but I was just feeling a lot of discomfort happening here. And so I wanted to see what I was in for first before I go into it. On the bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords. So that is exactly what the feeling I've been getting so far is not knowing. Can't see it, so you can't, so you don't know, and that's causing some discomfort for you. You want to know, but let me tell you, let you in on something everybody wants to know. We always want to know, but just because you don't know doesn't mean that you have to worry about it. We're never going to know everything. That's part of life, okay? So let me see what the patterns are here, because I'm seeing a lot of wands, cups. You have a lot of wands and a lot of cups, and then you have just a couple of swords, but those swords really have done you in. So let's see what's happening. So the Five of Rods. This is always like an inner battle going on. That's how I interpret this card. Inner battle. But this is a Rods card, so that is growth. Now, if you remember, I told you with the first cards that came out, you've been guided to seek higher learning, wisdom, knowledge, spiritual growth. So I want you to know that, and I told you have the Queen of Rods or Wands. It's a wand or a rod, but they call it rods in this deck. It had to do with spiritual growth, right? Higher learning. You have a lot of wands here. So you have 4 wands, and so this message about spiritual growth really is coming through. So, you know, whatever has been making you feel uncomfortable, like you've been kind of stuck and stopped, it's important to know that rods also are movement, are action energy. So it's creativity, action, spiritual growth, passion. So you really do need to move out of this energy, this sword energy where you feel stuck and worried. Like that doesn't resonate with any of the rest of your reading. Although you do have some showing up here as cups, but there's still good stuff on here. You're just not seeing it. So these are the only two cards that are really causing you to trip up. The rest of the cards are all really action-oriented, growth-oriented, receiving-oriented, good stuff-oriented. So move beyond this, because actually you are beyond this. So if you're still feeling kind of stuck or not moving or, you know, not doing a lot, it's time to get up and start moving and taking some action. Because if you keep staying in that, you're going to feel like you're in a rut. You're going to feel stuck. You're going to feel, it's not going to feel good for you. You got to move. It's time to move on. Okay, so just know that with this inner battle thing, this is just growing pains. I'm hearing this comes with learning the unknown. If you don't know something or you're unsure of something, it often growth. So rods are a card of growth. Growth often feels like a challenge or a struggle, but it's not necessarily really a real challenge or a struggle. It's growth. And if it's growth, it's something that you haven't been through before. So it might feel challenging, but it's only because it's new growth. So don't take the challenge like, oh, this is bad. It's not bad. It's just growing and it's learning, and you don't always know. And it is always a little bit, you know, kind of a fish out of water when you're learning something that you don't know. And you have been being asked to seek, you know, a spiritual teacher or spiritual teachings, or connecting more with your higher power, or reading some sacred text. You're being asked to tap into higher wisdom and knowledge. So that's something that would be also new. So don't take the challenge like it's a hard thing. It's just something new, and you're being asked to do something new in your life. So right ahead of you is the page of rods. So you have 2 pages. You had one to start off that something's coming in that you don't know what it is, but something is coming in. And then you have this page of rods, which we're talking about is the spiritual growth. So this is a messenger. The page is a messenger. So I'm getting that you are getting the message to seek this higher learning, to apply yourself to something that is going to be I just feel like, you know, something that's aligned with your heart and your soul and your destiny. Something that really matters to you. Not the everyday this or that thing. Something that's deeper, something that's meaningful. Like that's where you want to put your attention. And that really goes with this seeking the higher wisdom and knowledge. So now that you know this, you're probably going to see something come across your path. Whether it's a teacher, whether it's a spiritual or a sacred text, or some kind of gathering or a class or a book. I feel like something is going to come to your awareness, and when you see it, you're going to know. So in the near future, this goes along with this energy of the swords, of feeling like, you know, kind of off, kind of like nothing's moving. But look at this. It's because he's focused on those cups that have fallen over, but you're not looking at the 2 cups that are standing up behind you. And what I'm hearing is you are being guided. You have these powerful cards right here. The Hierophant, the the Hermit who lights your way and guides you, and a Queen. Like you have a very solid energy here guiding you. So stop looking at what you have been feeling. Like this is what I'm getting. Like they said to move on from this. But I feel like you're going to be a little bit stubborn about moving on from this. Like you're going to hold on to this discomfort a little too long. Like actually, this is here. These are in the starting position. So this is stuff that's already passed. So you should not be doing this anymore. And if you are overdue. You've done it too long. And that's going to cause a lot of discomfort for you because you keep doing what is old. Like you need to move to the next step, okay? And you've been waiting around and you've not been really manifesting, like putting in an intention of what you want. You're just kind of sitting there, not, putting a plan in place or anything for yourself. That's why I'm interested in knowing what's coming in, because it's like something's coming in, but you don't even know it's coming in because you really haven't even been focusing on what you want to come in. But you've got to get out of this kind of stuck energy. So get yourself, the way to shift yourself is you can use essential oils to like, change your mood. That's what you need to do, is change your mood. Get outside for a walk. Make yourself just go on walks every day, or move your body, or put on some music that helps change it, or call somebody that's funny, that's friendly, or that you love, but do something to shift your mood, because that's pretty much what you need to do is just get out of that and start focusing on what's working in your life, and that you are going to take the guidance to start seeking this higher knowledge and wisdom. So but I really feel you so resistant. Like I feel such a resistance with you, Libra. I don't know why. It feels like you're just putting on the brakes, and even though it's totally uncomfortable, you just are like very resistant to moving. So I hope that you getting this message, you will listen, because the longer you stay in this, the more discomfort you're going to feel. So this is the fear position, the card that's in your fear position. And so this is the 9 of Cups. Let's see. I thought I saw another 9. Did you have another 9? Yeah. You had another 9. See, I like to look at patterns. So you had the 9 of Swords, and the 9 is a completion number. So that's why when we saw this, yeah, absolutely. You're complete with this. You're done with this. However, this is in your fear card, and this is somebody who has their ducks in a row. They have things lined up the way they want to have them. And since it's in your fear position, you're afraid that you're not going to have things the way you want them. You're afraid that your ducks aren't going to be lined up in a row, and it makes you feel very unbalanced because you're always trying to balance things, and you don't feel like you are on stable footing with this. And so what the message is, regardless of what the issue of the fear is, the message for the fear position is always, don't be afraid of this. Don't be afraid that you're not going to have things lined up, okay? But you need to do a little bit of work to get yourself on board with yourself. Like you got to push through this resistance. I'm clearing some energy that I feel just pressing down on your chest. Like I'm feeling so much resistance from you. And if that is you, if you are feeling that, go for a hard hike, or go for a long walk, or do something physical to push that out of you. That's what really helps when you're feeling kind of that stuck energy. Okay, so don't be afraid that your things won't line up for you, because you're getting the guidance. You don't need, something is coming in, But what is coming in, you want to at least have a good energy about yourself. So what comes in is something that feels good. If you just keep doing this stuck thing, what comes in may not be what you particularly want. But there's a lot of growth here, and if you're willing to take the guidance to seek out some higher wisdom and knowledge, that's going to take you to your next step and through your next step to what is next for you. So this is the what the people around you, how the people around you are seeing you and perceiving you. And this is waiting for your ships to come in. Now, normally I would say this is great, waiting for your ships to come in. Like you're ready to see your manifestation, you're ready to see what's next. But in your case, on this particular reading, what I'm getting is the waiting for your ships to come in. Keyword, waiting, waiting, challenged, waiting, not seeing it. So you got to really change your perceptions and your attitudes. Okay, this weekend, this is a Friday, so that's why I say this weekend. So whenever you're watching it, just, you know what, take a few days and get yourself reset. Now, if you need help resetting your energy, there's always people like me that do energy healings and consultations and things like that can help you over these humps if you can't do it yourself. But I gave you some really easy suggestions to do, you know, and you can do those things. But the point is you have to make the decision to get out of this funk, because it's really going to just get in your way if you don't. And stop waiting, because whenever you're waiting, you're going to keep waiting. You're going to keep waiting. As long as you're waiting, you're going to keep waiting. So don't wait. These rod cards that you have 4 of, 5, counting that, are action energies. Action. It's time to take action. Okay? Even if that means reading a book on higher wisdom and knowledge, that's an action. Or you read a sacred text every day, that's an action. Or you go to some kind of or you do a meditation, that's an action. You say a prayer daily, that's an action. It doesn't matter what the action is, just take some action. Libra, please get rid of the resistance. So, this is your hope and your fear, and this is the King of Rods. Oh, wow. Look at this. We have a couple. We've got a power couple in the house. That's exciting. This is good. See, you have some great energies here. It's just that these two are causing a lot of problems. But it's like the minority that's causing the problem. This is a little problem turned big problem. That needs to stop. Like yesterday, like pronto. So yeah, we have a king and a queen here. And that's always good news, because that means you've got a well-balanced energy, higher energy. These are court cards that are supporting you in this effort. But let's go to the position of this king. Remember, the king is somebody who has mastered his thing, mastered his specialty. And in this case, it is somebody who is creative, that is passionate, that takes action, that's confident, knows how to do what he wants to do, goes after it, is, generally an open kind of person that just goes for things and feels good about what he's doing. And he doesn't do anything out of obligation. He does everything that's aligned with his passion and his inspiration. Remember, this also has to do with spiritual growth. So somebody that's on target with, this is really a king that lives who he is. His destiny is important to him. What he does and how he does it is important to him. He really only takes the actions that are inspired and meant for him. He doesn't settle. So your hope and your fear, your hope is that you have this. Your fear is that you won't have it. But you have so many powerful energies with you. So you have the Queen and the King. You have the Hermit and the Hierophant. Okay? So you have a lot of support with you if you so choose to accept it, Libra. I really never felt the Libra so stubborn in their resistance before, so this really is interesting. But you know what that also means? It means that you are, whenever I feel that, like, I wouldn't say, well, resistance could be a word, but whenever I feel like so uncomfortable in my body, like I feel, and I'm not talking about my body image or how my body feels, but I feel like this energy in me, like, oh, I feel so uncomfortable. I feel so like, oh, like I just feel so uncomfortable in my space. When I feel like that, I know that I'm right there, ready, and I'm going to have a breakthrough. That is a breakthrough energy when you feel so uncomfortable. It's like you want to break out of your shell. Like if you were a chick in a shell and you wanted to break out of it, but you were just a little bit too small that you couldn't even open up enough to crack the shell, but you just want to crack that shell so bad, but you're almost there, big enough to crack the shell, but you can't. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's so uncomfortable and irritating. It can be irritating. It could be just so annoying. I know I'm right at the point of a breakthrough. So don't get yourself down if you're in this, this space. Just know, work with yourself. Do what you can to shift the energy. When you're at that point of a breakthrough, it's a difficult point. And all you can do is do your best to find some comfort. And what I like to do is go for a long walk, just to get my mind off of it, because it's not a good feeling. So the probable outcome is another court card, which is another powerful energy, and it's a knight, a knight of cups. And the knight card is a movement card, and the knight delivers. So you have two messengers, pages that are messengers, and now you have the delivery. And your first card out was the Page of Cups. Remember I said he's telling you you're gonna get something. You don't even know what it is because you really haven't been asking for something. I wonder what that is. And the last card is also a cup, but it's the next card in the progression, which is the Knight, who is delivering to you something. So I sense something's coming in for you. Let me see if I can get any idea. What is this Knight delivering for Libra? What could we find out more about what's going on with this Knight of Cups? One thing for sure is the Knight of Cups has to do with emotions and intuition, and receiving. So watch your emotions can tell you a lot. Okay, come on, Libra. I just need to tell you. So this is very similar to this. So another cup. You have now a lot of cups on the table. You have, let's see, 5 cups, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4 rods. So this is interesting because remember I said you had the Page of Cups and then it progressed to the Knight. You have the Four of Cups, and you that's the new card, but you had the Five of Cups. So in this one, which was here, you're focusing on what isn't working, what you don't like, but you do have a couple of cups that you're not noticing. So with the Knight, you might start getting into a better place. So it is a step up from this, but you're still not gonna notice something good that's coming in for you. You're not gonna be satisfied with what you have, and you're not gonna be in the mood to notice that something else is coming in for you. So let's keep going and see what else we can get on that message. You really need to shift your mood, Libra. I mean, that is definitely a situation. What can we tell Libra to help Libra with whatever this is that's coming in? What is coming in? Can you tell us what's coming in, or what Libra needs to do about noticing what's coming in? Just give us some good guidance for Libra. Oh boy. So you got the Six of Pentacles. And what I'm hearing is, like, you see the Two Pentacles on the table. So you see that it's kind of similar to this. Like, I'm seeing these Three Cups, but I'm not noticing there's a blessing above me. I see Two Pentacles, but I'm not noticing that I have help and amazing new stuff coming in behind me, the other Four Pentacles. So what I'm getting when I asked about what's coming in for you, this has to do with Pentacles. And you know, it's interesting because you don't have one other Pentacle on here. So my senses with this feeling, being worried and being stuck, has to do with money, a job, career, finances, or some sort of success that has been worrying you. And what I'm hearing is, it's coming in, but you need to change your attitude because you're keeping it away from you. You're pushing it away from you by noticing, like focusing on what's not working, by feeling stuck, being worried, by taking the inner battle as like things are bad when it's really growth. Growth is not bad. By thinking that you're not going to have what you need. Remember, don't fear about not having what you need or things being lined up for you, because they are. You're the only one that's getting in the way of that. And here comes this Knight with a cup, but you are insistent on seeing what you're seeing and not being open to something new coming in for you. So you keep seeing what you have, which is only these two. Not bad. Be grateful for those two. Be grateful for what you have. How little it is, how big it is. Be grateful. Okay? When I find a penny on the ground, I am grateful. I celebrate it. People look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, ooh, a penny. This is awesome. I'm so excited. You have to celebrate everything, small, tiniest, to get more. You have it trying to come in. It's right there with you, but you are denying it by having your attitude in the wrong place, by having your worries in the wrong place. It's here for you, okay? We got right in the beginning that something was coming in for you. We didn't know what it was because you're not keeping your focus on what you want. You're keeping your focus on your worry. We finally get the answer. Barely get the answer. Like, there's been so much resistance here. Barely get the answer. And but we got it. So be grateful for what you have and trust and believe and say positive affirmations about what you're really excited to receive in your life, because energetically it's there for you. The money, the finances, the job, the career, the success, whatever it is that you're looking for to help with your material needs, it's here for you. You need to open your energy, open up your your gratitude and thankfulness and allow it into your life. So kick that resistance to the curb. Kick the attitude to the curb that's not working for you. Start beautifying your life. Get positive. Whoa. I just went to look at what's at the bottom of the deck. This is a confirmation. Another King card. Another Power card. This is the King of Pentacles. This is the King that knows everything, has mastered money, finances, career, job, success, material needs. This is the master of that. You have the energy here. It is here for you. You couldn't have asked for a stronger sign and presence of that energy. Libra, come on, get with the program. Because the sooner you do, the sooner you'll get what you want. Okay, we're going to ask the archangels for a message for you. Anything the archangels want to tell Libra for May 2020. Patience. What a surprise. Archangel Jophiel, what did I just say to you? I said beautify your life. Archangel Jophiel is the archangel that helps you to see the love and beauty in everything and everyone around you. So when you're feeling off and down, and this absolutely works 100%, I've been doing it for over 20 years, ask Archangel Jophiel to help you to see the love and beauty in everything and everyone around you. Repeat that 3 times. Within 10 to 15 minutes, you will notice that you had a big shift. Totally amazing. So I think that's amazing that I said beautify your life, and here comes Jophiel. And this card says patience. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. So you need to nurture what it is that you want. You need to start loving up on your life, loving up on your situation. Love, you know what? Accept exactly where you are and just say, you know what? This is where I am. I'm accepting where I am and I'm ready for better. And yes, Archangel Jophiel helped me to have a better attitude so I can reap my reward. So how long will it take for you to get it? That's up to you, Libra. How long is it going to take for you to literally get it? And that means like get it in your mind, get it in your energy, get it in your attitude. The sooner you get it, the sooner you'll get it. So I hope that helps, Libra. Definitely a great guidance for you on how to get out of whatever this was. Because it is definitely time to move on. So thank you, and I really appreciate you being here. Please and subscribe to my reading channel and click the notification bell. Let's just do one more little clearing. Take a nice deep breath and really breathe all the way down to the bottom of your abdomen. And then release. Really blow all that old stale air out. And let's just clear the energy. And open your heart chakra and let's clear your heart chakra. And just say a prayer tonight to help you to wake up tomorrow in a much better place. And I bet you will wake up in a better place just by simply saying a simple prayer. Lots of love to you, Libra, sending you really, really good vibes. Lots of love and light. Peace.